Hello, and welcome to this edition of The Boston Show. I'm your host, Francesco Tartaglia. Last week in Boston, Boston police joined Mayor Walsh at the Blue Hills Boys and Girls Club in Dorchester for their annual breakfast. Approximately 300 people attended the fundraiser, which raises money for the B3 Community Service Office and many of its youth programs.
This is what it's all about. Everything that we do at City Hall, when you really look down deep, and you see what's going on, it's how do we preserve the community and how do we give chances to the kids to be successful.
Since 2008, the B3 Community Service Office and the Blue Hills Club have collaborated to host the community breakfast fundraising event. Local educators came together to pitch their ideas for improving education at the 14th Annual Urban Education Showcase at District Hall. The nonprofit organization EdVestors held presentations which centered on solution seekers and their best ideas for improving schools.
This is what EdVestors and this showcase are all about, providing the meeting ground and fostering the connections to accelerate school improvement through strategic private investment.
This year's EdVestors showcase highlighted 9 ideas, each of which has received $10,000 to pilot their concepts. Some solutions included real-time coaching, trauma-sensitive classrooms, and lessons on social thinking.
School leaders and teachers have identified that of all the behavioral health needs that students present with in school, the number one in terms of an impact on the ability to learn is social skills.
The event concluded with the Philip H. Gordon Legacy Award, which presented $50,000 to ABCD at Dorchester Academy for their work in restorative practices to address suspensions. Mayor Walsh attended a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the thrift shop of Boston's new Roslindale location. The store moved down the street in Roslindale Center to accommodate their need for more space in the face of rising demand. The shop was founded in 1926, making this year its 90th anniversary.
So this is a great day for everybody that's part of the Thrift Shop organization, for our staff, our volunteers, the Home for Little Wanderers, our partners, our donors, our supporters, of course our customers, the Roslindale business community, and the overall surrounding neighborhoods.
All proceeds from the store are donated to local charity, the Home for Little Wanderers. 15 children received the Bravery Award for their courage in facing sexual and physical abuse and exploitation at the Now You See Awards ceremony. Every year, Suffolk County District Attorney Dan Connolly and the Child Protection Unit honor children with the awards.
Survivors that we honor today have all told someone what happened to them.
Now You See Celebration of Courageous Kids is a photo exhibit that reveals the bravery of abused, neglected, and exploited children who disclose their trauma to those in law enforcement. By coming forward, these brave kids help raise awareness and hopefully end abuse. Mayor Walsh helped give out awards and honor those afflicted.
When I think about the stories behind the pictures, I think about courage, I think about strength, I think about bravery, I think about heroes.
The mayor officially presented the fiscal year 2017 budget to the City Council. Included in the presentation were Chief Financial Officer David Sweeney, Superintendent of Boston Public Schools Tommy Chang, and City Council President Michelle Wu.
This is a council of strong leaders with strong opinions, and this is a council that's really committed to being a voice for residents.
Some highlights from the newly proposed $2.97 billion budget include a BPS budget of just over $1 billion was approved by the school committee, dedicating $19,561 to each pupil, 45% more than other peer districts across the U.S. Personnel cost growth will keep up with a post-recession average annual increase of 4.2%, and strategic investments are being made in housing and homelessness, parks and open space, health and safety, as well as art, culture, and creativity.
We're in this together. You know, this is a great city. This is a very, very good budget. We touch a lot of lives in this budget.
The 2017 fiscal budget was increased by 4%, or $110 million over last year's budget. Mayor Walsh and Police Commissioner Evans met at City Hall to discuss safety plans for the upcoming Boston Marathon. City officials were joined by the Boston Athletic Association to detail the safety measures.
We'll have over 5,000 police officers along the route monitoring activity by both land and by air. Plenty of officers will be undercover and working the crowd, so we're not going to have, as Commissioner Evans said a couple years ago, we're not going to have what looks like a police state here. We're going to have people being able to come in and enjoy themselves, but there's going to be a lot of security and a lot of police into the crowd.
Set for Patriots Day, the Boston Marathon is the world's oldest annual marathon. This year will mark the marathon's 120th race. Mayor Walsh joined representatives from the White House in a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a new Immigrant Information Corner at the Dudley Square branch of the Boston Public Library. The kiosks, which opened in all 24 public library branches, feature information sessions, office hours, and workshops designed to help new immigrants navigate the naturalization process.
We at USCIS understand that one of the barriers to citizenship is simply a lack of information.
The launch of the program also coincides with the launch of the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Advancement. April 14th, 2016 will forever be known as Peter Wolf Day in the city of Boston. Mayor Walsh made the proclamation in honor of the American rhythm and blues, soul, and rock and roll musician.
Peter's earned a reputation as one of rock and roll's most compelling performers while consistently making distinctive personal changes music. It demonstrates his mastery at the bottomless well of American music styles.
Peter Wolf was there for the celebration and even got to play a few songs for his fans. Wolf is best known as the lead vocalist for Worcester's own Jay Giles Band and a successful solo career. To watch any events covered in its entirety, stay tuned to Boston City TV. And to watch all new episodes of The Boston Show, tune in at 11 a.m. on Saturday mornings. Thanks for joining us on this edition of The Boston Show.